Hi, welcome to this presentation on essential oils for nausea and vomiting and general morning sickness in pregnancy. I want to begin by just adding a disclaimer that this condition can become very serious, leading to dehydration that requires hospitalization. So I'm not wanting to give the impression that all forms of this can be, quote, treated or addressed with essential oils. However, there are many natural solutions that moms find bring incredible relief to a very common condition in pregnancy. Up to half of expecting mothers experience nausea and occasional vomiting, for sure in the first trimester. Some women have nausea and vomiting throughout pregnancy. I have had 5 pregnancies and I have had some where I threw up 12 times a day. So it's for sure something that a lot of moms are seeking natural solutions for. One thing that's good to know is that a primary cause is thought to actually be due to liver fatigue from the increased demands of pregnancy hormones. So surprisingly, oils that support or promote healthy digestion and liver function are incredibly effective in decreasing maternal experience of nausea in pregnancy. Moms often turn to vitamin B6, things like magnesium, fermented cod liver oil. All can help reduce occasional nausea. Stress and sleep deprivation are for sure things that you want to limit. And then, of course, things like spicy and even fatty foods. You might be surprised to hear that, but spicy and fatty foods increase nausea. And a lot of moms find a lot of relief just eating smaller meals that are denser in protein and that also have the right amount of um, complex carbohydrates can bring a lot of relief. So because a primary cause of nausea in the first and second trimester is thought to be an overtaxation of the liver, therapeutic oils that support, for example, the promoting of bile discharge and that improve nutrient uptake and are fortifying, gastroprotective, tonic, etc., can make a big difference in the mother's experience of morning sickness. My favorite oils for nausea are simply anything that's citrus, but of course, ginger is a powerhouse oil. Um, Coriander is something that is surprisingly effective, but most of the oils that you can see on our recommendation list here are citrus. It's very effective. Of course, peppermint you didn't see on there. That can also support healthy bile production and soothe discomfort from heartburn and other digestive discomforts. Peppermint, if you are tandem nursing another, if you're already nursing one child and are pregnant with your second, as happened to me in most of my pregnancies, keep in mind that it is believed to reduce breast milk production. And in general, I just don't tend to recommend peppermint at all during the childbearing years because there are other oils that can give it same function. And it's just never safe for any young child exposure. Most of the serious incident reports pertaining to essential oils and the fatal cases have almost exclusively involved peppermint. It just takes the cake for the most dangerous essential oil because it does cause a suspension of breathing in young children. And so I just don't recommend it anytime during the childbearing year. There are other oils that perform the same function, so reach for another one. Lemon is something that has been studied, albeit it was a small study, I think of just 100 women, but this was a randomized clinical trial of 100 women in the first trimester. It concluded that lemon was effective in reducing nausea in pregnancy. 2 drops of lemon essential oil diluted in almond oil that was inhaled from a cotton pad um, for 3 minutes brought greater relief for nausea and vomiting than without aromatherapy. So this has been clinically studied in the first trimester and has been found safe for inhalation. So we do recommend that. In inhalation for 3 to 5 minutes as needed for nausea is recommended. Take care to not apply phototoxic oils to your nose or your face. So don't like put the oil on your hand and rub it around and then put your hands all over your face. You can get really serious burns from phototoxic oils. So if the lemon is on your skin and then particularly a lot of women become more photosensitive to the citrus oils. So make sure that you don't get any on your face. Just be aware of that. I want to recommend, I actually had not, probably for the first several years that I used essential oils, I'd never experienced this oil. It is amazing, really surprising, and for an essential oil, very complex. Like when I smelled it for the first time, I had to turn it over and because I got a whole bunch of essential oils and I was smelling all of them, and I turned it over and I was surprised that it wasn't a blend. It was so complex. It has this really beautiful herbal minty aroma and flavor that is really refreshing. It's known to ease indigestion, support gastrointestinal health. It can alleviate stomach discomfort and pregnancy heartburn. Moms love it for clear breathing, mental clarity during pregnancy fatigue, and for postpartum fog. It promotes muscle relaxation, supports your cardiovascular system. So it's good for swelling and just all sorts of things. So this is absolutely a powerhouse oil that you will find in many of our Academy's recipes for nausea and morning sickness. So make sure that you check those out, and I'll see you in the next course. Thanks so much.